What's up, guys? Event Horizon. Today we're gonna be finishing up with with Onyx Equinox. I think it was January 1st. Crunchyroll decided to release all of the Onyx Equinox episodes, so I binged them all the other day, and now I'm doing a video over the show. Great show. The pacing was good for the most part. I thought it was a little bit slow, but ultimately, this is going to include spoilers. I loved what they did with the show. I love the lore. I've never been like super into the Mayan, Aztec, Olmec, all of those South American things. I've never been super into that, but the lore of this show is phenomenal. It's amazing, and I'm drawn in, interesting. I'm drawn into the lore of this show. Ezel's decision at the end, I didn't like that at all. I mean, you know how many people have died for us to get here? Like, the twins were saying the same thing. Why would you do that? And I don't understand why he would do that either. And then the god that seemed to be more, he was trying to save humanity or whatever. You know, gods, they don't really care about us at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But he's the one who seemed to care about us, and because Ezel chose not to close the last gate, of course, he lost the bet. But at the end, if you watch all the way to the end, you see him fly off with like flutter of godly power. So I don't know if he's not a god anymore, or if he is a god still, and he's just severely weakened, or maybe his godly essence is gonna fade away. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Ezel chooses not to close the last gate, and he says we're gonna fight back and stop them from destroying us, which I feel like it would have been easier to just close the gate and then they wouldn't be destroying you. But he said, no, I don't want to be a pawn on blah, 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 blah. Oh, whatever, Ezel. You should close the gate. You could have saved us a lot of time. And the plot twist to where that healer lady in the woods was actually like the Watcher of Bones, the Queen of the Underworld. And this was all a plot to kill her husband. I was like, what? Where is this coming from? But it didn't seem forced. It was a good twist. And if you watch to the post-credit scene, because there is a post-credit scene, everything is a post-credit scene nowadays, that her husband was actually alive still. Like, his body he was kind of fidgeting, and it looked like she transformed and ate the rest of his essence. So that's crazy there too. But yeah, I love how the Yaldo, the panther, jaguar, I think he's a jaguar. The jaguar, they gave us a couple flashback episodes, and when they do that, when they give you some flashbacks on the character, you think that character is going to die, because they want you to feel the death. So what they do is they try to build a stronger bond with that character. So if they need to, they give you some flashback. But really, they were just trying to establish his relationship with the Underworld Queen, so that whenever he decided to he said, I used to love you, but now I love them. And I was like, wow, she's gonna destroy you because she's a god and you were just a jaguar. But he actually held his own, because they fought one-on-one. He was holding her off. But I like that. The gods are very cruel. If you watch that flashback on how that whole situation went down, the other guy, he just erased his memories and he forgot all about her just like that. And then the lizard girl, the one who transforms into a lizard, I forgot her name. Her betrayal, I mean, we knew it as soon as she said, well, there's always 5 gates. And she said, well, this city has 6. And that was it. I mean, that was it. I mean, yeah, so she betrayed them, and the Underworld Guard was supposed to restore her city, which he said he was going to do. But when they closed when they started closing the 5th gate, or how many gates are there? I think there's 6 gates. So this would have been the 5th gate. When they tried closing the 5th gate, it was trapping the city in the underworld. So he said, well, I can't do anything, but I am still going to keep Ezel, because her deal was to bring Ezel, and he would have brought her city back. But I do like the plot twist. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, this show's pretty good. I liked it. I really hope that they get a 2nd season, but unfortunately, I don't see the 2nd season being as good as this first one, probably. I hope I'm wrong, and I'm definitely gonna watch it when it comes out. I just can't see it being as good as this first season, when the whole premise was to shut the underworld gates, and that was gonna be the end of it. But I feel like they did that just so they could keep the story going, honestly. And it would have been a nice, you know, those 12 episode animes or those 20 episode animes that are really good, and you're like, I wish there was more, but there shouldn't have been more, because if there's more, then the anime could go downhill from that. And if they had just finished this off with 12 perfect anime episodes, I could see it possibly being a classic. But now that they're going to extend it, I can see it possibly going downhill as Izel is forming some type of resistance or whatever to fight back against the gods. But overall, Onyx Equinox is a banger. I'm glad they released all those episodes at once so I can give you guys a video over it. I may have missed a few details on everything that happened, but if you haven't seen Onyx Equinox, you should definitely check it out. On top of Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, One Piece, these shows have really been killing it lately. And I will catch you guys next time. This is Event Array. Peace.